think you were probably feeling in there?
Yeah, I had no brakes. Pedal was to the floor.
Okay.
So I had no deceleration whatsoever.
Okay.
In the section of the track, that's the worst. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to do it in a keyboard either, but that's definitely 20 years. I think it was 20 years ago, maybe 30.
I think maybe 30, yeah.
I'm joining a legend, which is cool. Not for the right reason, but yeah, that hasn't evolved in 30 years, 20 years. I don't know how long. It's crazy. But thankfully, IndyCar has done a tremendous job on safety. So I was very thankful during the roll for the aero screen. I think it really had a huge impact on me being here talking in a good shape. So very, very thankful for that and the safety that sport's gone through. But yeah, it's going to be harsh what I'm going to say, but it's unacceptable for a track to have this type of escape road, I should say. I don't know how even to call it.
Yeah.
You seemed totally under control. As it was happening, though, just watching the replay, you seemed to get your hands out of the way and things like that. I mean, do you remember something kind of taking over as you got into it, Simon?
Tim, those moments is survival mode.
Yeah.
It's crazy what the brain can do, and in those moments you can slow down everything and do things that usually you can't do. And certainly I can see every single millisecond of the crash. I know exactly how many rolls I did. I know where the wall was coming. And you have time to have concerns, yes.
Yeah.
But I knew exactly what happened, and I knew what was happening. It was just a matter of when is it going to stop.
Yeah, and when you were checking you in there, the fact that you could remember everything was key, right? I mean, from a concussion standpoint, you've been cleared in that aspect?
Well, you got to talk to the doctors. I'm not clear yet to drive. So it was a pretty big impact, and there's a threshold that I went above that needs to be. It's part of the protocol. So they will decide what's next for me this weekend. I feel fine, but you got to be careful. The brain is something you can't check just like that. So obviously, no bruises, very safe. But when you roll like that, the brain. You got to be careful with the brain.
You always have in your mind that my brakes can fail. I mean, do you have that in your mind, or do you always just like somebody driving down the highway? If something happens, I'm gonna hit my brakes, and they're gonna be on me.
No, never.
Okay.
It's not something that you should even think of.
Yeah.
You should be focused on hitting your marks and going as fast as you can, braking as late as you can. So when it happened, it was the biggest surprise in my life.
Is that something where they're fine in turn 3 and all of a sudden they're not working in turn 4, basically?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Okay. Everything was fine going to turn 2. I went down the hill, everything was fine. I was trying to brake deep, but something wrong. So we got to figure out what it is.
And
We're
then,
gonna have him head out.
okay, can I get one more?
Yeah.
And then, what were you saying your frustration was with the track and how an accident like that can happen? Was it with the runoff or?
Yeah, I think they need to learn. I mean, you should never have. That's my opinion, but honestly, it should be everybody's opinion. I don't care.
Yeah.
But you should never have a drop-off after the racetrack, because what's going to happen at high speed, the car is going to take off, and that's what happened. And when I land in the gravel, which ditch the car and send it into a roll. So it's inevitable. You know when you're going to crash there, that is going to be a huge one. So I could have gone straight, but I would have taken off as well. Who knows what could happen? I could have missed the wall and go further. So my choice was to try to make the corner, because I knew that was the worst place on the schedule to actually go up. So that definitely needs to be a big change here, and I just don't know why it's not changing.
And you won't be.
Yeah, you haven't been cleared to drive yet, right? You haven't been cleared to drive.
So you won't be qualifying.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Thank you, man.